fault. It
Vaya
is
gente, ya
just showed the
empezó.
wrong.
Tiene Ultra y LG. ¿Quién le va? Bueno, este es el equipo de
Yeah, it's
abajo.
fault PowerPoint. Proto's up next.
All right, well, Bulk will be the kickoff here.
Hey.
LAG hoping to get the
No te pagaron
insane
nunca.
map one strike like they were able to do in the online qualifier. Not going to get the break off though. That's going to be all Ultra as they'll get started inside of the point. They'll win the break off and secure this early time.
Yeah, and just like yesterday, I think for Ultra, like your hard point should still be there. Obviously, there's going to be moments where you might not be on the same page with Mercules, but at this point in the game, at this point in the title, you know the basics. Everybody does. It's just how do you execute in those big moments. It's really going to be around 2, 3, and 5. It's so tough to put a substitute into your search and destroy, into your control, being on the same page. But so far, so good here in map 1.
Well, at the same time, like you say that, but it then puts more pressure on your hard point. Like the hard point better be there. If you're saying that's the easiest, you better be able to come away with the map 1 victory. We'll see if they'll be able to do that. As you said, so far, so good. In position, maybe for the P2, but not going to be able to get across cleanly because the pressure is here early from LAG. You have the backside spawn for now, but in through the front will be LAG who are battling. Kiz, maybe 99 last time, but 2 and 6 start from him. Looking to see him keyed up. Still one player inside the point, but nice little 2-man game there for Mercules and Kleenex as they'll push it in, they'll break through and spawning them out deep as they'll look to keep ramping up the time. And yeah, no slow start this time around.
No, I mean, you get a nice little spawn out there for Kleenex, so he gets a free pinch. We saw that in the last series on Vault P2. Can be a mess at times, but now you're locked in the rest of this time. Kleenex is on 4 in a row. AR almost finds number 5. Well, LAG, they're going to try to deal with this at least one more time. They have the spawns that they want for P3 and P4. But can you just disrupt some of the setups here for Ultra? Because you're going to get close to 70 if Jodeci is able to stay alive. Able to find the first, but not the second.
Sure, go ahead. Take the last 8 points. And the driver's seat is Ultra. Still holding those left side balls, as you mentioned early, is LAG, but that may be falling apart as Insight trying to make a play. Unfortunately, take it back to fully sit down to 7 HP. Spawns come in safe on that left side for LAG, so still have control of that, but maybe the only positive thing to take home right now is that. Can they now turn it into time? Maybe chain together 3 and 4.
Yeah, you gotta try and just lock down this P4 especially, right? These money hills, and for Ultra, that's sort of the basics. If you can lock that down, everybody knows where to hold. You're just gonna have to try to flip these spawns. Nice shots out of Joe Deceives. The problem, the ARs all over the map right now for LAG. But Joe's gonna keep it going, putting pressure on this hill as well. The lead up to 53.
Yeah, I was about to talk about Fellows' streak. He's on 5 in a row.
Here's the pressure.
In good position, just gets zapped. Nothing he can do there, and yep, the pressure is flowing. Fellow gonna be the guy that needs to make the play. Great centering there, nice tracking to get the kill. One gonna be slipping through the cracks though, will be Insight, and he's gonna get the spawn in for his teammate in Joe Deceives. 5 seconds remaining on the hard point. Rotation about to come. Fellow has dropped, and now Ultra in good position again. They're looking to be up 100+ points after this.
Yeah, this is a nightmare already for LAG. You lose P2, now you're losing P4. All the ARs are out. Mercules, he's 8 and 5, a minute 20 on the hill. A great game so far. Not over challenged, and a back down. But yeah, you just have all the crossfires. All the ARs are out. Good luck to the Gorilla mates.
Yeah, it seemed like that was the directive early yesterday, like in the opening hard point. Go, get in the hard point, dude. Make it easy on yourself. Get in the hard point, soak up the time. We'll make the plays around you.
Ah, no, el pana
He's
está
doing
duro.
a great job from there,
El
whether it's in the
pana
hard
está
point
pegando.
or not.
Ay.
Goes vertical, trying to get it another one. Tags are in, winning that 5 spree for Mercules.
Nah, chamaquito,
And well, if we thought maybe this would be an opening for LAG with the sub, it not looking that way. The kid is shooting.
And again, like this is just sort of just basic hardpoint 101 that you are, I mean, the kills are gonna come easy. For the side of Ultra, when you're winning all of these rotations, pretty much everyone around double positive on their side. On the other side for LAG Kiz, we talked about, he was plus 28 in the last series these two played, minus 12 right now.
Yeah, about to be negative 28 in this first map, but you and I have casted a bunch of Ultra Vault as of late, obviously with Beans in, but we've chatted a bunch. Like they're like a step away from being perfect, step away from this type of scoreline. They've had the steps right now. Can they keep it going and have a monumental blowout? Maybe a little revenge for that last series they played versus LAG, but up 100 and climbing. And you got to think, if they're able to hold the P2 like they did last time, this is just going to be lights out.
Yeah, I mean, it's already towards the point where you really have to fight for every second, right? Scrap time going to be so crucial for Ultra. As Kleenex, he's going to try to keep this going alongside his duo in Joe Deceives. But yeah, talk about their Vault hardpoint. On the year, not great, right? Right around 50-50, but throughout stage 3, 3-0. A map they have been working on and it has paid off.
Yeah, it was just all those games, and it'd be like 250, 200 type thing, but could have been 250, 200. like
Toma,
this.
buena, Dios.
If they
Hablando de él y
keep
mira,
going,
se
and
lleva
so
dos.
far they have. Now a little bit of a foot race over though to get into the
Eliminó.
P2 as it's
El que
about
gane
to
va
pop.
contra
Early there will
el
be
que
Ultra,
gane
and it
de
looks like it's going to be a kind of similar situation last time, like an early foothold towards the point
Minnesota y
for
Carolina.
LAG, but inside will be Ultra. They're up 140, and they are ripping, they are roaring. No life, it seems, in LAG. Let's hear the comps from Toronto Ultra.
No puede ser que los bajen. No puede ser que los bajen. El pana endiablado.
Take a row here. Okay?
Yeah, we are.
Slow down.
I'm gonna get him mid, okay?
He's doing cast ups. Yeah, it's one, two cat, two on all.
I
One
have
more.
to you, Johnny. I can't
Este es el equipo más tranquilo que yo he escuchado.
You gotta go home, bro.
Y yo el único que grita. Sí, yo el único que grita. Sí, pero mira, era que tranquilos están los demás. Ok.
Yep, house fell out. Let him go.
Yo esperaría que un juego... Si Optic tuviese un juego así, todos estuviesen gritando. Y si Scrappy tuviese el otro... ¡Oh, Dios mío! Como Joe.
Well, you heard the thoughts from the Ultra Boys, and my thoughts are pretty similar. This is bad. Down 150, RLAG, but trying to battle back. At least a little bit of P3 control here. Set up for P4. Maybe they make this more respectable.
For now, I mean, you're going to get pushed up forward. You're still going to spawn safe. But I will say, Mercules, he's going to fit in. He was a very just calm in the listening, just very clear comms. I mean, you had Joe going crazy every single kill, and Beans would be there with him. But I'm sure Kleenex and Insight love this. Just a guy who's chill, very clear with his comms, and I mean, it is just the old Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, or Mercules is like, this is great.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
This is awesome. Nice close range win for Joe to see. So able to pick up two and into the point with the break. Go. Toronto Ultra. Close it out up to 30-61. LAG have been bruised and battered. The exact opposite of how the map one went the last time these guys faced off a week ago in the qualifier. No opening here for LAG. The door has been slammed shut. One last opportunity to get in, and it ain't happening. Ultra dominant. LAG got
Viene, empezó el juego, vamos.
Still make a run into this, okay?
Contrólense, por favor.
They'll try to do it, but come on swinging in map one. Fellow comes out swinging though in the round one. Traded out though pretty quickly, and Kismet will get bombed, and now we'll see. Kids can start to get activated in this one. Is number 5 is taking space over towards B. That's going to be Johnny. Playing in the back is going to be Insight.
Yeah, I think they know. They have the heads up. Like, you defend the A-bomb site pretty well, so they're going to rotate on over. So Insight, he's already back here as long as he doesn't get a bad timing. But he's going to start to rotate, make sure nothing's working up flat side. The other two players still locking down their base and A-bomb site as well. It's going to be Lunar's sort of lurking, waiting for the bomb plant to go down. And we're not playing.
Cabrón, yo tengo una igual pero sin gafas.
We're waiting on Johnny to get a pick.
Diablo, qué buena jugada. Están esperando que el número 6 vaya.
No, okay, so Insight's going to run at the bomb. And well, that's going to activate Lunar, so the timing works out.
Don't want to get caught planning. You know how scary it can be when a bomb's getting planted. Just hope the timing doesn't work against you. Here, the patience pays off. I know how you are. You're like, you have the bomb plant, get it planted, but in this scenario, it works out.
No, it does. I just thought you saw Insight looking that way before. Like, I figured maybe they look back towards Lunars, and he doesn't even get that lurk play, but it ends up working in their favor. Now a 1 versus 3 for Joe. Bomb planted. Good luck with the retake.
Yeah, if you do stick that, I mean, that timing on the peak and pinch might work out really well for Ultra. So, a little game of cat and mouse, well, a little game of kind of rocket precision, guessing how the situation's going to play. But patience in, round in. Fellow gets the first blood, traded out, but relies on his 3 teammates to clutch. They're able to do just that. I think Lunars comes away with 2 in the round.
Yeah, this is going to be the tough part for Ultra. It's just tough to stick your 4th in there and sort of, I don't know, just you can play basic, you know, sort of default strats. But after that, sort of how are we going to retake with post plans? It just gets so difficult.
Like your breakoffs and your play calls are fine. Like it's just, yeah. When it's down to a 2 versus 2, and times against you. It's just how quickly can you make decisions? And sometimes like the players play together so much, you're not even talking through stuff.
No, you know everyone's
tendencies. Yep. Certainly going to be the hard part. Let's see if they can battle through it. Well, they might improve as the weekend goes on, so you hope they can start to continue to make this run, get a lot of maps in.
Directo, wow.
Get better.
Insight
this time, he'll get the advantage. There you go. Headshots ringing through for the ARs from Ultra. Big 4 versus 2 advantage just now. Around, you do not want to give away any free deaths. Don't let this one slip away. There's one. Inside's going to drop, but it's not really free because the trade comes in, so you'll take that in this scenario. It's when those kills come untraded that you start to get frustrated. Johnny now 1 versus 3. Good luck.
Yeah, similar to last round.
Good luck.
Bendito. Tenga su momento. La tiene que pasar difícil allá.
See if he maybe stay up, walk away with any kills. 7 left in the chamber, not going to even get any shots off. Ultra now. Answer back, and so far, offenses getting it done at B.
And this is what Ultra has developed throughout the year, is really this B-bomb site. You know, them and Surge were 2 of the first teams to really start to work it, put in the arsenal, and make it very effective.
No, el tuyo. El mío no creo que te quiera.
It helps when you get the opening 2 picks and then 4 versus 2 early on. So shout out to the
No, ese es el dios. Todo el mundo habla de él cuando llega actualmente.
Hercules, one of those early picks. Solid map on him, really well. I mean, he had a good map wall, but it was Joe Deceived and Cleaners that really took over.
1-1-1.
Kismet done the map 1. Maybe trying to be the hero though in this map 2.
¿Qué? No.
Okay, sending it, but as he gets 1, now going to rely on his teammates to follow it up. Maybe the timing a tiny bit off, but they'll get there and they'll get to a 2 versus 2.
I was like, where's the trade at? Where's the trade at? That man,
bro, I was setting him up to be the hero. He actually was like Captain America's. Flying in. Holy hell.
Almost got 2 kills.
That would have been sick, dude. If he actually did it. But now let's see if they can win the round.
Nah.
Shot there from Hercules. Up to 3-1. And the ARs who started off in the last round close it out in this one.
No puedo creer que literalmente el chamaquito bajó.
Yeah, you see, Joe. I mean, you love that, right? Obviously, still a very young player in his own right, as Joe, but just gassing him up, making sure he's playing confident, sticking with his guns, and yeah, see just the energy flowing from Joe.
Yeah, hell, he might be the one to best give advice to Hercules
from this situation with the year he had last year.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
In and out a bit, trying to get comfortable, right? Whereas like inside Kleenex, like, dude, I don't know, it was 40 years ago. It's been a minute since we were entered into the league. One of the longer standing duos, still putting in work, trying to make this loser's run, but it's 3 straight from Hercules.
Ah, me está dando sueño.
And he'll try to keep it going now.
Necesito café.
Let's see if it's going to be B work again. It's going to be A work this time around. But the bodies are there from LAG, so they might rethink this and wrap it. Looks like it's going to play. There is
Fellow no lo vio.
Number 7 and Fellow. Fellow.
Yo creo que sí.
Chance to maybe shut this round down, or a chance to just get caught out. Now you've got numbers and you've got B-bomb side control.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just hoping they don't see. Now there is one player, maybe in Johnny. He's already behind enemy lines, but that's because Kleenex, he hits the pinch right away. Zip lines up, does get taken out, but he found a pick to keep his team in a strong position, and once again, Johnny left in a 1 versus 3. This guy's just trying to find any route on a pinch, but they just keep going towards the B bomb.
Yeah, so by the time I get there, yeah, it's just these this is what, the third 1v3 towards B we've seen.
But yeah, I mean, you just gotta think Fellow there has to find more.
Uy, Ave María, boludo, yo pensé que lo iba.
Thought maybe a chance to get to a 1 versus 1, but time obviously going to be a factor.
Yo estaba mirando siempre al lado bendito. Qué buen compañero, mano.
I think around 20.
Was it closer to 20? Yeah, still a chance to
muy
maybe
bien, chamaquito, muy bien. Diablo, pero para allá.
Yeah. Nice win. No, I thought he had it. Awesome. Did he get back to full though? I don't know if he did, or he was in the process of regenning. Hercules though continuing to shoot. 3-1 advantage now for Ultra. He's on 4 in a row. Big round now for LAG. They need one. I think maybe starting to fall apart a little bit. They're just going to take early control of A. Trophy quite literally in for coverage.
Nada, nos vemos.
On Hercules POV for now, because he's on 4 straight. We'll see if he can dial anything else. He's also going to call on the RC car.
Hit.
Get some damage in, but Lunars will get a kill at the same time. Wanting to follow it up, but Not able to get in on the follow-up. What utility do they have left? Trying to hit the nades.
I think there was another car
there. Finding an opening and show deceives though. The damage from the utility backs up 2 players into the hallway. Maybe a chance to do this, but 2 players, 2 Chow. Oh, Mercury's now and nothing he can do. Probably Lunar's pick as the car is in. Maybe the difference because they want to follow off the car and probably the nades that hit.
Well, in the car, I think it gets rid of that trophy on the bomb. So like that, yeah, it got rid of that trophy. So the nades could have connected, but yeah, you just had the numbers, and it felt like you maybe weren't on the same page. That's one of those rounds where do you want to chow bomb site? Do you want to chow the hallway together? Because if that timing is together, they might come on top, or it's a 1v1 for the round. Instead, yeah, that first pick from Lunars keeps them in the map.
Okay, so a lot of action at B early on. Get a little sight of A, now a little B. Play here for Ultra. Maybe similar to what we saw in the last round.
Well, he's just shouldering, right? All Joe is doing there is finding info. He said, hey, guys, a bomb site is open. So you defend B early from LAG. Plus, Johnny is like, I should finally get involved in a defensive round. He's able to find that first blood on a clean ice.
Oh, Mercury's just getting away with 14 HP, but we'll stay in the fight in the 3 versus 4. You've already got like 10 seconds off of this. Insight kill to bring it back to the 3v3, but instantly advantage back to LAG. The mantle maybe costing Fellow. He's going to get shut down. Joe Deceives there to battle with him. One more player on the cross. Joe Deceives and Mercury slices him down. They bring it in the 3 versus 4. And the fact is, I mean, you lose a player early, but you get the plant down so fast.
And everybody must have wrapped back towards Big Door because I thought a player was going to hit Zip here. I thought that third player was going to hit Zip. The player that takes down Insight, but he doesn't. I thought he was waiting for the timing. He must have dropped back down. And well, you just had the crossfire set up with Big Joe.
Big Joe. This is going to be a tough one for you. You got Mercules, you got Joe Deceives. This is a hard one for you.
Okay,
back to the 2-round advantage.
Eso cuando aprendas me avisa.
Joe Deceives, monster map 1 with 29. Leading the way here on the map 2 as well. Great job bringing it back in the 3 versus 4. This time, Body's here to fight. Trophy so far gobbling, but the nade is going to hit for Kids. Though as he slides out, he's going to take damage as well. So things kind of stop here for a second. And it looks like the site has been given up for now by Ultra. They'll play the retake.
Yeah, get enough nades to back out the Ultra players because they were set up, but they had to get out of dodge. Here we go, though. Joe trying to find number 8. Oh, I mean, he's ready to snap to the second player, and while you're going to have a similar situation, we saw last offense, 2 versus 3, 2 players in that hallway once again.
Yeah, I don't think Gamus will be their guy. Or
no, I think he's ready to snap.
Yeah, you're probably right. Inside looking for the opening, but 2 to deal with the hallway. The opening's not going to come, so LAG keep it within a round. Last time they matched up, pretty back and forth, goes to around 11, trying to get it there again. Kiz, not the map 1 he wanted, but starting to maybe roll here in the map 2.
And I mean, Joe is probably just telling these guys, like, that's on me, because I needed 1 more bullet, and I probably would have had a 2-piece.
Yeah. Or even if he gets 1, just gets 1 there, maybe this plays out a little bit differently. He saw 1 slip in the hall, thought he got the timing, but trying to do maybe a little bit too much.
Oh, no!
He was on a strong start to the game. They want to go right back. Down towards A. It was all early B. They make LAG really play heavy towards B, and they've got a wide open bomb site again. The dual threat.
And last time you had the numbers. This time, though, Mercules is just going to watch the Zip, and he's like, thanks for the free 2. This is the easiest round of the map.
Yeah, you're making search real easy for me. Just holding Zip. Get to Insight. Trying to play his life as long as he can, or just take the kill. Lunar's going to be last up, bottled up at the tank. Team fire is in, and back and forth we continue to go, but 2-round separation again for Ultra, round away from the 2-0 edge.
And as much as we're talking about sort of, Mercules slotting into this Ultra team, this is, I mean, Ultra is one of their best search maps on the year. In this new LAG team, they have not seen Proto Control through this stage, so in an official match, they're 0-0. So Ultra very happy with how the map of Vito's went.
I mean, I'm happy for them. Listen, there are different situations you can come into as a rookie or your first time in the league. There can be some real bad ones you come into, which we've seen this year. There can be some great spots to come into play. This is the example of a great spot. Yes, it may not be permanent unless they win an event, then who the hell knows? We'll see how that conversation is, but no, we'll save that maybe for a Sunday if they make it there. Blood for Fellow, though. They've already lost a 4v3 previously. This time, though, able to take it to 4 versus 2. 4 versus 2, sorry. Mercury's trying to bring it back, though. Him and Clean X will try to clutch up, see if they can do it in the 2v4.
I mean, you have 2 players to rotate towards Ellie. As I say, 2 in the middle of the map. Maybe you could find those picks, but Clean's going to find the first. Time to work with, gonna reposition and regen.
It's like the 4th 1v3 retake of B so far. Haven't been able to do it. Johnny was probably the closest to maybe getting it done. Now Clean X got it down to the 1v2. Playing fast, looking for info. Clearing statue and kind of knowing he's got probably 1 low towards bomb and a player at heli. Gets to the heady, gonna give himself a 1-on-1. They're not gonna give it to him. I like it from Kleenex, a real good job clearing space quickly. Knows who they are, try to isolate. I think I sometimes it's frustrating when you watch a player in that situation because they don't give themselves a chance to win the round. Like they give themselves a chance to win the round. Just the position there, obviously.
Pero pensé que lo habías cambiado a otro nombre.
Now is the big question. What are they going to do on defense? Because it's been all offense for Ultra. They've just been taking the A-bomb site. The map was to stop them from going B, and yes, you stop that, but now A has been an issue.
Let's see.
Se pueden poner summons.
Pick your poison.
Como llamar un fantasma, algo así.
Okay, so this time just the stun check, and maybe it's going to be a rotation.
As soon as he hears nades, he's like, all right, go B.
Fellow can't get caught again. He got caught last time they did this, and yeah, Fellow is going to get caught again. Very similar situation. I feel like that was deja vu. Bomb plant is in. Numbers for Ultra. This map could be over.
It just has to be better there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on you from that position. You've got to walk away with something. Now, 4v2 advantage. Kiz, Lunars, trying to get it to around 11, but so much work to do. Best of luck with that gunfight. He ain't winning that. Joe Deceive shuts him down. And Mercules, the youngster, gets to double digits. A 10-4 map. Yeah. Trying to run through people. Trying to run right through Fellow. New hair, but maybe the same result. Johnny, though.
Johnny, cuidado.
Looking for an opening early. He's not going to find it. Break off, going to be won there by Ultra. Lunars will be last guy up. Anything he can get is gravy because it alleviates pressure maybe from his back line. People coming off spawn.
I mean, I guess, but yeah.
I'm trying to find something, Joe.
Just anything, but it's like, yeah, you got to kill it. Then his team spawns pools. They don't even have like anything inside of A. Finally, Kismet did find a route. Lunars is able to find another one, but again, you're all right. I don't know, dude.
¿Cuántos pinchos?
Yeah.
¿Dos?
No. Door has been continuously slammed onto Kiz's
forehead.
But this is when 99 Kids is going to come alive, Joe. He's going to power up with Johnny. Tell the story as they destroy bases inside very expensive bases. Kids is on the board. And now we'll see if they can turn this into some progress. About halfway to this first tick. They're hitting through a hole. They're hitting from the back. They're hitting from the front. They're filling you up. Joe Deceives with 2. Kleenex with 2. And that's a main minion.
¡Qué porquería!
Hey, hit every hole and broke the server, Joe.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
What's going on with Control? This is like the 3rd series where Control's just like...
They should figure that one out.
It seems like it's just Control, right?
Desde hace tiempo, no sé cuál es el precio estándar. En mis tiempos que estaban a peso, pero estoy bien seguro que no están a peso.
No, that was Surge phase. Anyway, it happened another one.
Oh, last night, Boston.
Boston, that's right. Something with Control, dude. It's cursed. It's cursed here.
Well, I'll tell you what, they didn't have any ticks.
That's true. It's true. No ticks. They're probably about to.
At least this was round 1.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have it happen now than, like around 4 or around 5 or something like that. Just going to have to laugh that one off. Keep the vibes high. Welcome to the league, Mercules. Let's rethink the break, guys.
Yeah, let's make some adjustments.
This break-off's going to be better, I believe.
Normally they are.
Yeah, but it just seems like, I mean...
They aren't shooting.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I don't expect like vibes to be great, but it's just very dissimilar great. When you look over at Optic, or look over at Ultra and see all smiles, they're laughing off. And then it just, they seem like dead in the water. Granted, I mean, the franchise this year, it's been brutal. It's been brutal.
I mean, yeah, you've just been getting farmed.
No, they have been getting farmed, and poor Kiz has been part of every team that's been farmed. Joe Deceives, though, trying to maybe keep the rookie loose.
What do you think he's talking about, like an airplane?
Could have been.
That he saw out of window or something?
Could have been, man.
Or maybe like that dive from Kismet.
Dude, that was insane. I almost talked him into being Superman.
Pues ya. Ok.
Take a look at the bracket while we wait for this. People here, people at home, thanks for hanging out for a bit. It's going to be a little podcast with us, we chat through stuff, and wait for the control to get started again. But beginning of the cast, dude. Let's talk about the bracket and where we are. Joe, what is shocking you the most?
I don't know if there's too much shock right now.
Not really.
Like, I think you would say so if like Miami beat Ultra with Beans, then yeah, you would say maybe some shock there. But Miami, they've looked darn good this stage with Super. Outside of that, I was a bit surprised by Falcons 3-0 optic, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Just like the way it happened, because I thought Falcons, I mean, they just beat them, but they've been playing better this stage. That just did not seem like the Falcons we saw online.
No, it really didn't. We've got a bunch of matches still to go today, 5 till today, 5 till tomorrow, until we get to the championship Sunday.
No eran ni grande
Just a little
tampoco.
bit of a breather while we wait to get back into this. And Ultra looking to close this one out, continue this loser's run, keep the momentum going from the first 2 map victories. But for those in house, hope you're having fun. I love it here. I've heard map is ready, or lobby is ready, so we should be bouncing into this in just a moment.
Yeah, later tonight, man. What, FaZe out to play for top 8?
Yeah.
Eran bien chiquitos y no estaban la gran
Play for
cosa.
top 8. This is, I mean, we talked about it, like, I think for FaZe, like, it was, I think I brought it up at the last major, like, it was only, like, since the CDL, they have been lost round 1 6 times total in 6 years. Now it's 4. That's probably the biggest shock, but like it isn't because it was Surge, and FaZe haven't looked that good this qualifier. So I mean, it's not that shocking, but it's shocking when you just think about the kind of history of it. The fact it's only happened 4 times now. But all right, Ultra back to it, trying to keep the vibes light and loose as we get back into the map. They had an incredible break off last time. For LEG, you're trying to fix the break off. Last time, Lunars was the only one left alive. You were instantly spawned out poolside, and then you were getting hammered from every which way. See if they can improve upon it this time around.
Already better.
Already better. Here we go. See if they can turn it into something. So basically the opposite of what happened last time.
They're going to go right to B. So you already have Kismet pushed up, 2 on the B point.
Vamos para allá. Ok.
You don't have trophies, of
Volvimos.
course, because it's so
Tenemos
early in the
café.
round, but you're already
Reset.
making progress on this point.
Kids. Hopefully for them,
Que fue un
heating
reset.
up, but get a second chance at life at this break off and taking advantage of it. B is nearly done.
Toma.
And B is done. So way better. 7 life
Diablo,
advantage.
espérate, LG.
Probably frustrated if you're Ultra, but that's where you need the bets. Like you're inside your clear, say, boys, listen, you got the wrong side of that one, but we can bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's the good old reset cheese. We've seen it for a long time. For a long time. But yeah, now you have to recover. Still, 8 point, not easy to get on Vault. You're going to get, what, Kleenex pushed on up, but much easier than B.
As of late, yeah, I swear. Early, it seemed like the gimme. It's not been the case. The deeper into the year we have gotten, but Lunar Slot feasting, he has yet to die. Battle of the point, Kid's still weak. Dancing between multiple players. I thought maybe stayed alive long enough for the reinforcements to kind of get there, but reinforcement gets clothesline. And I mean, the big thing for Ultra probably is bring it back in lives. Like you were down 7 or so early on, now about even. So that's an incredible sequence out of them. And you haven't really touched A.
No, I mean, you would just love to get this round with that break-off. I mean, props to LG. Just, even when we see teams sort of win the break-off, go towards B, I feel like it rarely gets done that quickly.
Sometimes it turns into like a tick or 2 and you're happy.
Yeah.
Like not into a capture.
A full capture, so now you're just trying to close out this
Literalmente
round.
estábamos viendo el
I don't know
juego y
if
de
it's
momento
gonna
pum,
happen.
los mandaron
Ultra,
para el
they
lobby
have
todo el
just
mundo.
barely
Call of
giving
Duty.
up any kills.
It was 28 to 20.
Hasta ellos tienen problemas.
So it's been 15 and 6 advantage Ultra. Basically since like the B capture.
Para que tú... No, ese no sé si
Lights
es
out
un
from
LAN.
Ultra.
Pero yo siento que están en
Still
server,
obviously
loco, porque es
opportunity
que
here for LAG. One
a
multi-kill.
veces tienen problemas, a veces uno está lagueando,
Big
pero no
chance
entiendo.
on the point and trying to stack. Everybody dead coming off a spawn outside of what insight that's going to be closest. He maybe wants to wait for his team, but he doesn't have long to wait.
Tienen que
Insight's
volver
going
a
to get dropped.
PlayStation.
Can't wait when you're dead.
Ya.
They're grouping up, and that's going to be a team kill then for Joe Deceives. A is about done, and LAG able to capitalize.
LG con la primera rondita.
For the reset cheese. They'll finish it. They'll get the round win. I thought it was an awesome answer back for Ultra, but couldn't keep it going. And that's what, yeah. Especially with A, like that point, it's just one moment, one break.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you had Kleenex trying to work the pinch, but he ends up getting caught with someone off spawn, so you get the 3 dead. Yeah, I mean, you SQB perfectly off the start with LAG. Consider you had no trophies. Yes, you have a player pushed up in Kiz.
Now they're vibing. Here we go.
But yeah, you see some smiles.
Yeah, they're probably like,
we did it.
Jeezy. All right, same thing kind of on the other side, though. Trying to lock back in. Now pressure Ultra going to be getting offensive round victory. Joe Sieves having himself a series, looking to keep it going here, and they come out hitting. Good job answering back, though, to this LAG to get this into kind of a 2 versus 2 around the point for a moment. Reinforcement's going to be their first from LAG, so they sold the numbers on to A, and they deal with it. I think after losing the first 2 players, hell of a job here from LAG.
Yeah, nice gunfight win there by Fellow on Mercules. I mean, he was holding that, but Joe Sieves still trying to find anything he can from Catwalk. Instead, he finds a headshot, followed by Kismet with another headshot. So maybe this LAG team finally starting to come alive.
Okay, just the opposite of last time they matched up. Yeah, slow start for LAG, and maybe they'll start hitting now. Kiz, he's on 4 straight. Make it 5. Sometimes Kiz with an AR in hand. I swear that guy does not miss a bullet. Now he's got both to work with now. Streak is now up to 6.
Mala mía.
We'll be on Mercules POV for now, though.
Hablando con el diseñador.
Start to put pressure towards the point. Keep an eye on Kiz's streak, though, and see if he's able to maybe earn any added utility. First tick is going to be done. Kiz is going to get a 7th before he drops. So, not sure if he got. I don't think he did, but would have been close.
Yeah, I mean, but he picks up 1 kill right there on the flank. So that just, Kleenex then has to trade that.
He does get it.
Sí, por eso mismo estaba acá porque está enviando los bocetos y pues contestándole que se ve bien.
Now it's just a question of does he slow down? Can he keep this up?
Yo tengo 3 diseñadores.
Ya, diablo, mis. Que papi, la cartera es muy grande comparado con la mía.
Like he can. 11 and 6.
Yoshi tiene 1 y le paga por atrasado.
Y que van atrasado, bendito, no. El pana tiene sus cositas.
Now do a one-on-one versus the point. Fellows trying to get back to full before he reach out. They just wait for the reinforcements to come in. Ultra having to play for the point is they need to pause this clock. Desperately trying to get an extension. You throw a lot of bodies at this. If you don't walk away with some kills, nope. You don't walk away with no kills, now you're in trouble.
I mean, that just did not look fun. Just their ability to stay alive on the point from Ultra. The slides on point. And now you have multiple players on it. And well, Hellstorm.
Yeah, Hellstorm.
Gonna have to use it here early. Kleenex is going to try to push up off of it. Everybody else going to get off the point and allow you to regain control of the map.
Great you earned
that, because that's one of the situations where you put one more push at A, you all die, and suddenly you've got B control. Maybe they're thinking, hey, I've got the cruise, so we can send another flood of this. That seems to be the play call. So on one side, you're glad maybe you got it out at this point, but can you turn into a round win? Oh, God, 3 going to be dead again. Lunar's going to be the only guy up. Is he able to walk away with a multi? Now he's going to play his life. You've got the stack about to come in. Now 3 bodies on it, and it's starting to really move. Utility coming in and hoping they got trophies there for coverage. Kleenex with a headshot. Hercules with the follow-up. Joe Deceives able to get 1 as well. Johnny through the flank gets 2. So you only have 1 body here. 1 person. The newcomer now the second is in, and you answer with your own offensive win. And you get the streak out of LAG.
And I think the second half of that round on Ultra, that was one-on-one on how to play your life near the point, right? We saw it from Inside's POV towards B, but everybody on the A point, that's where they really started momentum to get going. They're going to transition that into a great B play, and then yeah, you did the Hellstorm out early, so that you play patient to have enough time on the clock. And then they find all the kills right after it.
Yes, like, I mean, it almost like can't be the play call then. Like, if you're thinking, hey, we hit A one more time, we have the streak, because then, yeah, you use the streak, but there's so much time left, right? It's like right after the capture. There's still so much opportunity to still make a play onto B. They never really lose a foothold. Yes, they have to dip out from it, but like they still have a presence. Able to get out to B quickly. Joe Deceives just cuts you apart. I think it might be his nade to back up Fellow as well. What a break off there. And the breaking is continuing to happen.
Yeah, now this is a little bit different than round number 1. B Street is open though, right? So you put so much pressure poolside. So they're able to find 1, but they all come back right towards Ultra. So you're into a 2 versus 2, but already 30 seconds off the clock.
6 life advantage real quickly here for Ultra. Yeah, not like the round 1, depends on which round 1 you're talking about. The first round 1, you know, looking a lot like that.
El de emails.
Kleenex gonna be hunting around full side. Hercules not able to back it up. Now Kleenex is kind of in no man's land, but he's gonna have to wrap back through on the flank. Have everybody waiting for him because unfortunately the rest of his team died. Progress now Working forward for LAG.
And again, inside, he works the flame, puts some shots in, but Kismet just leaves him. So you have an idea where this push is coming from, and it's going to slow down. You have to wait for the players off spawn. And Joe, he's just going to be jumping up and down, sliding, trying to find anything to open up an avenue for his teammates, and he does just that. Mercury's with the double. They don't even get the second tick.
Yeah, they was so close to the second tick, but now it's all going to get cleared, or is it? They continue to fan out. I was saying clear that. That's so close. Just make sure. Okay. There they'll get most of the clear before the contest comes in. Now it's all been cleared. 24 on the clock. Maybe a push out towards B.
Ah, la mierda.
So not going to be the easiest fight with a sub. Trying to wrap back and deal with that, but seeing both weapons being used for Mercules. As he was, what, 17 and 7. Now 10 seconds.
No lo mató.
Defense seems to have stood strong, but there is a body.
Eso le va a costar.
Trying to get on
Eso le va a
towards B.
costar.
There's a chance. There's
Eso le
a
va a
chance.
costar.
Fellow has stayed alive and put so much pressure on the map. Everybody from Ultra looking at him, allows his teammates to get to the A point. Finally, they hunt him down. Are they going to go for this? Looks like maybe one more time. No, they're going to give it up and just play upward on B Street.
Just play for the kills, but then Kleenex is going to get smoked. Joe Deceives is pushed up aggressively, though, since Fellow back to spawn. The fact is you have a massive life advantage. I think you maybe feel all right if you're like, the fact that you got those 3 ticks, but the round didn't feel super winnable, just based on the situation. We talk about time left and the lives disparity.
They're probably, yeah, they'll take the 3. So it was looking like they were about to get flanked.
Diablo.
Just Fellow and Kismet now remaining. Laser beams out of Kiz, but can Fellow pull off the 2 versus 8? Can Fellow pull off the 1 versus 8?
Ahora Scorpio está jodido. Si a la madre, hermano, todo el casting este está jodido, nada hace sentido.
Aquí en casa tenemos 2 greens
just locking him in. The dream is dead, but the map is still going.
Oh.
Tengo el green normal de la parrilla
Turn it
normal.
around on these break-offs. That's been the key. Right around 1, getting a good break-off, able to win the round. Last couple, though, it's been all Ultra. Just early life advantages, putting you in the blender.
Yeah, it seems like you're fighting uphill throughout the entire round.
Se fue empezando el
Talk a
juego.
lot about break-offs. It's not
De
like
la
everything,
primera.
but it is huge in control. Can LAG do a little bit better here? Just got to hold on this defense to get to a round 5. Last time they faced off, Control went to a round 5 in which they lost. Can't be the case here, or they're out of the tournament.
Es el mío, es el mío, es el mío.
Tranquilo, no se escucha duro, se escucha bajito.
Sí, yo ni lo
Break off
escucho.
now, play out.
Ahora es que hubo tanto
Massive
silencio.
advantage to Ultra these last
Que
couple.
escuché el...
It's all 4 here for LAG, so this could be great or awful. And well, Joe Deceives is going to find a double.
Dude, he got, what, a triple? The last break off, a double here. A has been all Joe Deceives. He is the king of the A point. He's just standing out in the middle, squaring up. And you start to bring it back a bit, but still advantage to Ultra. Ooh.
Those pillars, they get funky.
Oh, they do. I mean, the good thing is you've been able to... Okay, well, I was about to say, it's still pretty close. The lives department, you've kind of gone 1 for 1 outside that opener from Joe Deceives. I think Kleenex Rise about to say, well, he pulls up a triple. Said pressure to Joe Deceives and Kleenex that they're going to make a run this tournament. They've been so good throughout the qualifier, and while they are still hitting like they were in that map 1, but the second tick, okay, they're able to get that done. Now we'll have to rethink this.
Yeah, little teammate comes in, allows LAG to sort of retake the position, play from that, get them onto the point. Yeah, 2 ticks are through, 45 seconds to work with. You have Johnny in a good spot, you have Kiz in a great spot. There is one player that lurks on through, make it 2. It's Joe and Mercules on this B point. Well, they're just going to get off of it now, just sort of flank A.
Oh yeah, they're just like farming. Kleenex, he's trying to get back towards the point. He has not been able to do it. Who's going to farm better? Battle of the farmers. Pressure on both sides. Patient play out of insight. And I think it's going to lead to his teammate getting killed, and then he might have got turned on by Johnny. So
it's done though.
Ay, no puedo creo.
You got the extra minute now. Lives just about even. Mercules had a solid series so far. He's on 4 straight right now. In ammo, it's Kiz that's pushed up, and he's going to get a kill. So you're going to want to deal with that before you mount anything forward. Advantage all over the place is LAG right now to get this to around 5. You can't let this one slip away. You're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, you see Joe just trying to hunt this player down. Yeah, you have to deal with the player ammo, able to find him. Now they find a second. Mercules is already pushed on up. Kleenex is just not missing. Johnny, though's on a big pinch. He's going to be the playmaker for LAG, but he is taking a long route here, and you have 3 on the point. Finally, you find 1. But he has to get involved somehow.
Oh, diablo.
He hasn't been able to yet. His whole teammate's going to get laid out. Okay, he's going to get one of the reinforcements. The problem is they're all on the point. Second tick going to be done. 8v8 in the line. Johnny tries to get in. He's going to get dropped. This map, this series is done. Ultra take it 3-0. And their losers bracket run now really starts to get going.
I mean, they just left Johnny there.
Yeah.